Hello everyone, I am Dr. Donald Ozello of Championship Chiropractic in Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome to today's episode of Dr. Ozello's Sports Medicine Report. Today I'm going to speak about vitamin D, specifically about how vitamin D helps with bone health. Vitamin D has numerous positive effects on the body. Vitamin D is more of a hormone than actually a vitamin. But today I want to specifically talk about vitamin D and how it affects our bone health. Vitamin D is essential to have healthy bones. Obviously, that's going to give us a healthy musculoskeletal system, since our bones are the very structure that the muscles attach to. We want to make sure that we get adequate intake and absorption of vitamin D. Vitamin D and calcium work together to keep our bones healthy. Vitamin D increases the absorption of calcium. You can have a good level of calcium, but if it's not being absorbed because of an insufficient level of vitamin D, then that calcium is not doing you any good. So we need to make sure that we have a good intake and absorption of vitamin D. Vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin. Vitamin D is often nicknamed the sunshine vitamin due to the fact that the body manufactures vitamin D in response to exposure to direct sunlight. Vitamin D is required for the absorption of calcium. If the vitamin D levels are low, the dietary calcium absorption is also low. If this occurs, the body will remove calcium stores from the skeleton. If calcium stores from the skeleton are removed, the bones become weaker. Weaker bones are more susceptible to injuries such as osteoporosis and fractures, specifically stress fractures. Bone loss cannot be seen immediately on x-rays. When there is bone loss on an x-ray, it requires about 25 to 30% of the bone loss to be present before it can actually be seen on x-ray. This is a sufficient amount of loss, and the bones are very weak at this point. These bones are more susceptible to compression fractures. You want to make sure that you keep your bones nice and strong and prevent bone weakening by having the proper intake and absorption of vitamin D. One of the easiest things to do is to get in the sun. Get in the sun during non-peak hours for about 10 to 20 minutes. Now I realize that you can't do this year round, but when you can, go outside with a pair of shorts on and a tank top. You want to start with just a few minutes and then build up to 10 to 20 minutes. You want to make sure it's during non-peak hours. You want to damage the skin, but you want to give your body some exposure to the natural sunlight. This will help to increase your vitamin D levels. Again, during non-peak hours, 2 to 4 times a week, anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes in the sun will help to build your vitamin D levels. Also, when you look at nutrition, there are several foods that are fortified with vitamin D, including milk, eggs, even some juices are fortified with vitamin D. That should help you to improve your vitamin D levels. You could also supplement with vitamin D. Now, if you supplement with vitamin D, you want to make sure that you're taking a good quality supplement, not one that just has mega doses of vitamin D and nothing else. Vitamin D, when taken along with vitamin A, helps a great deal. Also, I spoke about how vitamin D is required for the absorption of calcium. So you may need to take some calcium. You may need to take some other minerals such as magnesium. You can talk to a doctor of chiropractic like myself, specifically one who treats sports injuries or one who specializes in nutrition to help you with your vitamin D levels. There are vitamin D tests that you can take, or you can work with a registered dietitian to help you with your vitamin D levels. Again, get out in the sun during non-peak hours, get that direct exposure to sunlight. Nutrition is vital. You can have several foods that are fortified with vitamin D, including milk, eggs, and even some juices, and then you want to supplement with a good quality supplement. If you could find a supplement that is food-based, that is even better. That is something that will help you a great deal. This will help with your bone health and also with all the other positive benefits that vitamin D has on the body. So please keep your vitamin D levels sufficient. Taking vitamin D supplements during the wintertime and eating properly during the wintertime when you cannot get out in the sun is an ideal way to help to keep your bones strong. Prevention is the key. Do not wait. Again, prevention is vital when we speak about bone health. Keep your skeleton nice and strong. It's our foundation. You want to keep it strong, keep the spine strong. The vertebrae need to be strong to support the intervertebral discs and the muscles. So again, get out in the sun if you can during non-peak hours, 2 to 4 times a week, 10 to 20 minutes. Eat foods that are fortified in vitamin D. Keep your nutrition very solid. Also, supplementation. Take vitamin D supplements. You could have fish oils such as cod liver oil or tuna oil. Having a healthy spine is so important in everything that we do, in our daily activities, in sports, in everything from our entire life, from when we are born to when we die. Having a healthy spine is going to help us so much. The spine is the nucleus of movement. Vitamin D levels are extremely important in keeping your spine healthy. So make sure that you use intelligent strategies, like I've already mentioned several times. Exposure to the sun during non-peak hours, 2 to 4 times a week. Nutrition and supplementation will help you to keep your bones strong. I want to say thank you to everybody for watching. I am Dr. Donald Ozello of Championship Chiropractic in Las Vegas, Nevada. Please feel free to like this video. If you have any comments, feedback, or questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Please subscribe to my page. If you have questions about my book, Running, Maximize Performance and Minimize Injuries, you can go to my website, championshipchiropractic.com, for additional information, or you could contact me through the comment section. Again, thank you for watching today's episode of Dr. Ozello's Sports Medicine Report.